Hello, good people. I hope you're having a great day. Thank you so much for checking out my channel. All right, before I go work out, I want to do a quick recap review of 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days. This is season 5, episode 13. Wow, it's been 13 episodes already. All right, so on this episode, we have Usman and Kimberly. Kimberly still upset with Usman about lying to her about who the song Zara was about. He had initially told her it was about like all the beautiful women. However, he did finally admit to her that the song Zara is about his ex named Zara. And so Kimberly have her panties in a bunch saying that he was talking to her while he was talking to Zara, blah blah blah. But Usman was like, we were not even together. You were not even a girlfriend. You was just like a fan. And you already knew that even when you came over, which was your choice, you came over as a potential girlfriend, but you knew you was just a fan, and we had to work up to this. And now they have slept together and everything, something that she begged for. She kept begging for, and she finally got the D from him. But now it's all kind of chaos. Maybe this is just part of the drama, the production of the show. Who knows? Whatever. So she's like really having a hissy fit. She calls up one of her good girlfriends, tells her about what's going on, and then she later goes and she talks to Uzman while they're on the beach. And they have jeans on. I don't know why they keep wearing jeans on the beach. And I know it's kind of not all of Africa is hot, but it's pretty warm, I would think. And then it looks warm over there, but they're wearing jeans. Makes me sweaty. Anyway, so they're on the beach with their jeans on, and so she confronts Usman, talking about the necklace he's wearing, the big soldier boy necklace, and asks him to give it to her, to hand it to her. And so when he hands it to her, she gives, she goes over about what it was, what it took for her to even have it shipped and make sure she got it in time so she could give it to him for her birthday. And he was like, well, I know what it all took and what it paid or whatever. And she was like, but what have you done for me that was special? Like, you haven't done anything for me special here since I've been here. And he was like, well, it's your choice to come here. And so she gives him an ultimatum that he has to show his love for her by doing something special for her, and that's the only way he's gonna get the necklace back. So of course he laughs about it, and she was like, "What? Are you serious or whatever?" She gets upset about him laughing at her, and she throws water in his face, and she storms off. And of course we see him later storming off behind her, and he's like, that was very disrespectful. That's not something that, like women in his culture, in his country, that's not something they would do, is be disrespectful to their man by throwing something in his face. And so he's telling Kimberly that that was very disrespectful. And so she's still going on about he's not showing her anything, and he lied to her, and he was with that other B. She's called a girl a bitch. He was with that other bitch. You don't even know this woman to be calling her that. And that was his girlfriend, and you was not his girlfriend. You just slept with him a few days ago and became his girlfriend. So calm down, Kimberly. So rude calling somebody that. And she was like, I'm gonna leave tonight. I'm just gonna leave tonight. I've already something about a flight, and then she's packing her bag and all that. Usman told her, safe flight. Bye. So that was them. I'm like, I don't know. It's like a stupid fight. Well, we already know that they still like dealing with each other. And Usman said that she was reminding him of his ex-wife. Okay. All right. So on this episode, we also have Hamza in Memphis. And so Hamza in Memphis is at his place, where he lives with his mom, and they're having breakfast. And so the mom, she mentions to Hamza that she also would like to go meet with the translator with Memphis, so she could talk to her. She wants to get more information about Memphis and her past and everything, since Hamza is about to move to the US um with Memphis, the mom, she wants to feel more comfortable, and I don't know, she's just being nosy, overprotective, whatever. So Hamza's mom in Memphis, they go to sit down with the same translator that Memphis and Hamza met with the week before, and on the episode before. And um his mom, she's basically just asking about Memphis past, and she just wants to make sure it's not going to be anything that's going to hurt her son, anything that's going to damage his future. She also want to make sure that Hamza's not going to have any problems with Memphis ex-husband, like, this man is coming over here to America and he's gonna be around my kids and all that. So she just wanna make sure that Hamza's gonna be okay. So Memphis assures her that her ex-husband only wants the best for her and he's not gonna have a problem, and that he's only concerned about whoever's Memphis is with is good to his kids. The translator, he don't mention that part about the kids, but he pretty much summarized it for Hamza's mom, and she's okay with that. And then she also said that Hamza had told her that Memphis had some things that happened to her in her past, and she wanted to know about that, being nosy. So she asked the translator to ask Memphis about it, and so Memphis, she was like, when she was younger, her and her mom, they were homeless for a while. So she used to live on the streets. And she was like, there are a lot of traumatic things that happened to her, but there is nothing that's gonna affect Hamza, and that the things that she went through, it only made her a stronger person. That she really did what she had to do to try to, make a living for herself. And so she considers herself successful. So later on, we see Memphis, Hamza's mom, and Hamza's sister. They go out shopping for wedding attire. It seems like pantsuits more than a dress, like a jumpsuit or whatever. So she's there trying on different wedding outfits, and she also has her mom on the FaceTime, so her mom can also give her opinions about the things she's picking out. And then later on, we have when Memphis goes to a little cafe, and she reaches out to an American lawyer, and she's inquiring about the prenup. But the thing is that she's going to be getting married within 2 days. So the lawyer tells her that she really don't have time, because the state that she's from, it requires that Hamza has enough time to really review the prenup and agrees with what he's signing. So within the time frame that she currently has, she don't have enough time, and lawyer advises her to push the wedding date back, or she can go ahead and get married and do a post nuptial, but it could cause problems, and she don't want to have any problems where it's going to be maybe jeopardizing her kids and what belongs to her kids or whatever. So we see she get all stressed out and been out of shape about that, and she goes back to Hamza's place and she start packing her bags. And of course they don't speak directly to each other, and they have like a lack of communication. There's such a language barrier. So Hamza's thinking there's a problem, and she's not even trying to explain to him what's going on. She just said that she need to go to a hotel, and there's some things that she needs to talk about, and she's packing her stuff and she's just walking off. And so now that leaves him thinking that maybe there's something from whatever happened between them a few days prior that's, giving her second thoughts about the wedding. So anyway, now we just have to wait to see what's gonna happen as far as if they're gonna move forward with the wedding or not. Because the thing is that if she pushes the wedding date, that means that she will not be able to get married on this particular trip, and she wants to get married on this trip. So we'll see what comes up in the next episode. All right, so we have Gino and Jasmine. Oh my goodness, Gino and Jasmine. Everything was fine the week before. Well, we know Gino had flipped out. I mean, Jasmine had flipped out on Gino about sending her pictures of her tits to his ex and everything. But they seem to have gotten over that, and they went to visit her mom. Um, And Gino asked for her mom's blessing to propose to Jasmine, and the mom gave him the blessings, and they seemed to be happy. But now here we are this week, and Gino goes to the gym while Jasmine is there working out, like in her own space, and you can tell she is pissed. And come to find out, she received some type of message on Facebook, and she said it seems to be a fake page because the person has 0 followers. And um the person sent her a message telling her that her tits are going to be all over the internet, like they're going to be everywhere. So she's pissed off at Gino, because she wouldn't be dealing with this if he hadn't forwarded those pictures to his ex. And she's thinking that it's even the ex. But Gino's saying, oh, it's not going to happen because it's just his ex bluffing and that he knows the ex and the ex won't do that. And so Jasmine's like, this is going to cause her to lose her job. She really loves her job. She's a teacher and she's always wanted to be a teacher. And Gino, he's just so dismissive of it. He was like, well, you can get another job. Maybe you can get a job as an exercise instructor. You seem to be good at that, and you probably can get paid more money. He was tripping. I'm surprised she didn't take a weight and knock him in his head. It was so funny. He even said one time that he would pay her salary until she found something else. And she was like, "Oh, you're gonna give me $3,000 a month?" And so then he he was like trying to hurry up and change that. Gino is just something else. And so later on, we see them. He's bothering her again because it's like she's zoned out, just chilling. Then he comes up to her, trying to talk to her, and then she spazzes out on him again, saying that he's only a liar and he always lies about things. And so she asks to see his email, and he reluctantly hand over his cell phone. And then she just started bringing up stuff all the way from 2014, and that really makes him flip out too because she found something about a trip, and she was like, oh, you didn't tell me. I thought you said you only went such and such place with your ex. And he was like, you think I remember everything I did about 6 years ago or whatever? And he really gets upset. Jumps up and he throws the chair to the side and he storms off. But we see the next episode where she's gonna be running after him. So it's just whatever, Gino and Jasmine. Whatever. All right. So Mike and Hamina. Mike and Hamina. So the previous week we had where Mike had his friend Nelsie. He called her while him and Hamina were out at a restaurant, a cafe or something like that. And he had Nelsie to translate, so he could get like a better understanding of what Hamina was having doubts about, because she's been acting very different towards him, especially after he said he was not going to give her that damn money to get her boobs done and get lipo and all that stuff. So she don't even want to sleep in the same bed with him. And Mike came all the way back over there from America and he wants some nookie and she ain't trying to give him none. So she's even trying to make him sleep. Well, she made him sleep in the kids' room. So they're at the cafe and they have Nelsie on the computer to translate, on the phone to translate for him. And pretty much Hamina was saying that she's disgusted by Mike, and in a nutshell, she was saying he grosses her out. And so Nelsie's like, okay, well, this is clearly someone you don't want to be with, and you were not acting like that before when you was just receiving his money, and why you taking money from him if you don't want to be with him. And so Nelsie tells Mike that Hamina is disgusted by him and she don't even want to be beside him, and that he should just get his things and leave, that he should leave there, he shouldn't stay there with her anymore, and just let that be it. And so at first it seems that Mike is listening to Nelsie and everything, and he even tells Hamina that he's gonna leave, he's gonna give her space. And Hamina was like, what? So you're ending things with me? And so it's like something clicked with her, like, wait, if he ends things with me, we ain't gonna be able to pay for this damn apartment that we have. Her and her whole family stay in their apartment, and he been taking care of them. He been paying rent, everything. She even quit her job. So while they were walking out the cafe, Nelsie calls Mike's phone, and she confirms everything about what she what her and Hamina talked about once again, and she even tells Mike that he needs to go ahead and leave and don't even stay any longer. And so Hamina's walking behind him, and she was like, "That's your nosy friend. What does your friend got to do with this? Why is she calling? Why is she getting into our business?" And so Nelsie pretty much tells Hamina, like, well, it wouldn't be like this if you want the type of person you are and you just using him for money. You can't do that. That's not normal. So um she was like, Hamina was like, okay, well, he can leave tomorrow. He can leave tomorrow, you know? And so Nelsie gets off the phone, and then Hamina talks to Mike, and she convinces him to go back to her place and to stay the night. And then he was like, can you sleep with me? And she said, yeah, she's gonna sleep with him. You damn right she gonna sleep with you. You her bank. You're her wallets. You her pocketbook. What you think? So they go back to the house, and of course she gets in the bed with the kids. But later on, well, they all get in the bed, him, her, and the kids sleep together or whatever. But in the middle of the night, him and her, they get up and they go to the kids bedroom on their little Disney sheets and do. And so, of course, that really makes things good for him, and he's all happy and excited because they showed him the next morning. But she looked like she wanted to throw up, and she probably did, but she really looked like she was so sick and disgusted. Girl, go to work. Just stop it. Go to work. It was terrible. She almost made me want to poop. You know how you see somebody throw up and then it make you gag? Like, I was gagging. Oof. So later on, they show them they go on a date night. Is where, cause she's been so sweet to him. She got to butter him up, cause she don't know if he's listening to Nelsie or what, and she don't want her money to leave. So later on, they show them going on a date night. He have on his little camo shirt with the skulls or something on it, looking cool. And she's taking him out, buttering him up, of course, but it's on his dime. Okay. So they go to like a very nice restaurant and everything, and having their little meal. And he brings up the wedding, like asking her what type of wedding she wants. And she was like, well, what are you expecting for a wedding? He was talking about having family and friends. And so she clearly says that she does not want Nelsie to come. She don't like Nelsie, and that Nelsie is nosy. I'm sure you don't like Nelsie, because Nelsie is trying to put an end to your bank account, honey. She's trying to put an end to their rent being paid and everything else being paid, and you will have to go get you a job. So he was just like, well, he only reached out to Nelsie because she speaks Spanish and she could translate for him. And so he asked, and then another thing is, she says that he was like, are you ready to go home? She was, and then she said, oh, and another thing is that you're going to sleep in the kids' room because the kids don't like to sleep alone. They want to sleep with me. And he was like, okay, but in the middle of the night, can we get together, like they did the night before? And she said, no. Say, matter of fact, we're not going to do that again. We're not going to have sex again until we get married. And so, that rubs him the wrong way. Like, what the heck is going on? She tripping. She just want that money, Mike. So the next week is showing where he running off. She's saying something about, yeah, I don't have a problem with you paying my rent or something like that. She's saying something that's gonna really tick him off, and he was like, he should have listened to Nelsie. Yeah, you should have been listening to Nelsie. Your dad and your granddad tried to tell you to stop paying for this woman. That's what you've been doing this whole time, Mike. I'm sorry. Just stop it. And then there's rumors out here on the streets too that he is racist. So I don't know if he got fired or they gonna fire him. I have to look into it. I'll let y'all know. He did something he ain't have no business. But from this episode and what I seen previously, she been straight. Well, she ain't robbing him. He just been crazy, giving up his money to that woman. She do not want him. She don't like him. And that's sad for a woman to even have to go through all that just because she don't want to take care of herself and be independent. Because you do not have to be sleeping with a man for money, honey. Nope, nope, nope. All right. So the last couple is Ella and Johnny. Oh my goodness. We need to be playing TLC Creep. So I creep. Yeah. Ella calls Johnny to see if he's made his decision about meeting her in Dubai. And Johnny admits to her that he's not going to come to Dubai because at that time it was a lot for the quarantine. Like it would take a lot of days to quarantine and all that. And he just can't do that right now. And he said he would prefer to try to wait until February to come. And he think things will be much better. So he's not going to come meet her. So she breaks down and she told him, she was like, well, she can't keep waiting forever. And so she had a friend that had came over that was trying to console her prior or whatever, and they ended up having sex because she was like she really need that physical touch. She needs it in her life. So she admits to him that she had no crap around with somebody else. She really did, and she was boohoo crying. He didn't start crying, but he was like, "What?" But he said he understood. That's what he said on camera, that he understood. He hated that she did that, but he understood and he understand that she have her needs or whatever. And I thought for a moment, okay, so what are you doing? You got needs too. So he was trying to calm her down, and he even asked for her ring size, saying he was gonna buy her a diamond. So maybe he's gonna go ahead and propose to her. We'll see. But that was it. Oh, Ben and Mahogany was on there, but they seemed like a bunch of liars, so I'm not gonna even review them. And then half of the time that they were on, I was cleaning up my room. So that's my recap for 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days. Thank you guys so much for checking out my channel. Please subscribe if you have not subscribed. If you have subscribed, thank you very much. I hope you guys continue to have a great week. Talk to you later. Bye.